All things superhero here. Wednesday's episode of Arrow was insane. A lot of crazy things happened, but I've got my top 10 WTF moments. WTF number 1. Oliver goes to talk to Talia and asks her to tell him the identity of her former student, where she reveals that she is Talia al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul's daughter, and that she trained Adrian because Oliver killed his father and he had just killed her father too. This is pretty funny. Ra's killed Oliver first in trial by combat, and this just shows how all things Oliver did in the past and their consequences are catching up with him. WTF number 2. Adrian Chase mocks Oliver during the meeting by saying, "Are you tired or have you been asleep the whole time?" Yeah, Oliver looks like crap from his expedition to Talia's. He's even wearing the same clothes, implying that he went straight to City Hall to confront Adrian. But I think Adrian was truly mocking Oliver. He knew that he had found out who he really was, and by saying, "Are you tired or were you really asleep the entire time?" he's basically making fun of the fact that Prometheus, the villain that is hell-bent on destroying Oliver utterly, as Talia has said, has been right under Oliver's nose the whole time. Oliver was asleep to the fact that his district attorney, Adrian Chase, a guy on his team that he trusts, has secretly been giving him hell this whole time. WTF number 3. The Arrow and Adrian parking garage scene where Adrian says, "I'm 10 steps ahead of you, and you don't even know what game we're playing yet." Again, he's mocking Oliver on the fact that Oliver can't seem to outsmart Adrian. Adrian has manipulated Oliver this whole time, getting him to do everything he has wanted him to do without a sweat. We see Oliver's frustration start building up in this scene. WTF number 4. Adrian totally played Oliver again by having the SCPD try and arrest Oliver when he went to scope out Adrian's house. This just shows again how Adrian is way ahead of Oliver, always thinking ahead and anticipating his moves. I mean, why wouldn't he? Adrian's had 2 years to train himself to study Oliver meticulously, learning what his strengths and what his weaknesses are, so that he can completely destroy him to pieces. WTF number 5. Felicity is getting deeper and deeper into the Helix organization, and I have a feeling things aren't going to end well. They've got a sort of you scratch my back, I scratch yours type of relationship, and I don't think anything good will come of it for Felicity. I feel like there's something more than meets the eye with this Helix group. I think they're hiding something, or they might try and use Felicity as a decoy so that they can remain secret, and she will take all the heat. I guess we'll have to wait and find out what comes of the Helix organization. WTF number 6. Oliver gives Captain Pike the flash drive with all the information on Adrian Chase's real name and information so that he can get arrested for lying about his background. And he gets stabbed by who we assume is none other than Adrian Chase. Again, showing how smart Adrian really is and how he's always 10 steps ahead of Oliver. WTF number 7. The hospital scene between Oliver and Adrian. This scene was super intense. You can see how Oliver is just about ready to lose his shit. Adrian is really starting to get to him. Oliver says he's going to put an arrow right through his heart after he finds Susan, and Adrian says if he does that, she will be just as dead as his mother, Tommy, Shadow, Laurel, and Pike. He hit Oliver right in the tender spot with that. But more importantly, this shows how extensive Chase's research on Oliver has gone. He literally knows everything about him. WTF number 8. Despite all the beef going on with Oliver and Adrian, Oliver and Diggle have a bro-to-bro conversation where Oliver says that he wishes he had never trusted anyone because that just makes everyone around him targets. But Diggle replies that they aren't targets, they are his teammates, they are his strength. WTF number 9. Oliver finally one-ups Chase by bringing his wife to where he has Susan held hostage so that she can see who he really is. But oh my god, he stabs her. What kind of supervillain kills his wife? That was insane. I think he knew that this was his weakness, and he decided to get rid of it so that Oliver and his team no longer have any leverage. This was the breaking point for Oliver. A badass fight commences where he lets out all his anger that has been building up since finding out Prometheus' identity. WTF number 10. Talia shows up and puts an arrow through Oliver's leg to capture him so he can be tortured by Adrian and so that he can help him discover who he really is. But I'm confused because I think Oliver knows that he's an amazing archer who is at war with himself between being a hero and dealing with his survivor's guilt. I guess we'll find out what Prometheus has in store for Oliver next week. But let me know what you guys think Adrian meant by that in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.